of all of the Mr. Mint book covers and of all of the character designs, the cover for Mr. Bounce has to be one of my favorites. I love that. I love the yellow and pink colors. I love the design and the layout of it. It's definitely very eye catching. Mr. Bounce is number 22. And we learn that Mr. Bounce is very, very bouncy. Whenever he steps on the ground, he bounces. He can't walk anywhere. He bounces. He jumped down from the gate and bounced right into the duck pond, which I have to say made me laugh more than I expected it to as a fully grown 30-year-old. And he's going to the doctors because he's kind of fed up of this. He is adorable. He is such a cute character. I love the design and colours of him. And he ends up bouncing straight into the window. And one of my favourite bits of illustration, I love it. I love it so much. And the doctor finds that the best way to help him, look how cute he is to give him some shoes, some teeny weeny heavy boots. And when he had his heavy boots on, he could walk around and make his way around his home and outdoors without necessarily flying all over the place. I think the story there is very sweet. I love the illustrations. I love Mr. Bounce as a character. And I think there are two ways of looking at this. The first is that if you have a problem, there is going to be a solution. Your doctor will help you to find a solution. But also for the adult reading it, you could look at it as an example of a child with maybe ADHD or hyperactivity or any kind of, even just a child who's high on E-numbers and they're maybe a little bit bouncing around and can't really sit still. Now, I'm not saying you strap heavy orthopedic shoes to their feet, but it's nice to know that there is a way that they can calm down and, I don't know, maybe encourage a child to imagine they're wearing these heavy boots. And if they imagine they're wearing their heavy boots, by the power of imaginative play, they may not bounce around as much. I am clutching at straws here with what kind of more detailed reading you can make into it. But honestly, when I read it, that was my first thought. I don't necessarily think that that's what Hargreaves was going for, but when I read it, my first thought was this is a representation of a child with hyperactivity, or just, again, high on sugar. And that if you tell your child to imagine they're wearing these heavy boots, through the power of imagination, some children, not all, may be able to imagine their Mr. Bounce, and these magical imaginative shoes might just do the trick. Can't imagine it work too often, but you never know. It's worth a go. Either way, Mr. Bounce visually is beautiful. I really, really liked how it's animated, or illustrated rather. Beautifully done, with a wonderful story. Absolutely adorable. Definitely one that I rather enjoyed.